Good morning, people. It's the B Cup, and it's December 7th, and I'm not live on Facebook yet, but I'm going to do that. But I'm going to make a disclaimer and to say that I do not represent any person, things, community, trans, gay, straight, nobody. This is all about me telling you my opinion and my story. Just want to let you know that before somebody says, stop representing the community. Anyway, I love you, kids. So let's start the show and let's get this thing going. So here we go with Facebook Live. I'm doing Facebook Live as well as my YouTube at the same time, so I don't have to keep uploading. And why don't we just do this show at the same time? Good morning, Sarah. How are you on YouTube? So, I want to talk about sex because I think sex is a very important part of our lives, and we don't talk about sex enough. And sex to me is one of the reasons why I feel so connected to myself. And I've noticed, good morning, Smash. I've noticed that when the topic that I bring up is more about sex, people really want to come on and listen, and people really want to talk because I just don't. Good morning, Nate. I don't feel like so many people want to talk about it within our world, right? I want to talk about sex. Leon, I just woke up, as you can see. Look at my face. I totally just woke up. I had a totally late night date with my beautiful friend in Beverly Hills, who's an 80-year-old woman who's one of my new great friends. So good morning, David and Aaron and Smash and Alex. Hello, everybody. And so, YouTube. I'm also simultaneously broadcasting on my Facebook page as well. So when it looks like I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at Facebook and back and forth. So don't think I'm ignoring you over there. But you're also more than welcome to join us in the conversation on Facebook, okay? Because today we're going to have a really good, important conversation. Good morning, Mark, my friend, and Aylin. Good morning, my friend. So I really want to encourage us to stretch, to yawn, to get ready for a good show. Stretch and yawn. Grab your coffee. It's morning here in Los Angeles. I got a lot of kitties waiting outside to be fed because stupid me decided that I wanted to start feeding all the kitties on the neighborhood. And now all the kitties on the neighborhood are telling the other kitties, go to that dude Buck's house because he totally feeds you. He's a sucker. I'm a sucker. I'm feeding all the homeless cats now, and they're all literally living on my front porch. Good morning, Lacey. Okay. So as you see, the topic for today is sex. I'm going to start talking more and more and more about, good morning, Chris. Good morning is pronounced Eileen, like you lean on me. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I have no idea. It's like, okay, I fucked up on your pronoun. Whatever. Who the fuck cares? Just correct me. So I appreciate that, Eileen. I appreciate that, Eileen. It's like if someone fucks up on your pronouns, all you got to do is go, actually, I'm a man, so it's he. Not a big deal. Let's just do that and let's walk away. But don't get mad when somebody misgenders you. Who cares? People are going to misgender you for the rest of your life, kiddos. And if you get pissed off today, you're going to have to get pissed off for the rest of your life. And that's not a life. That's not a life. You're very welcome, my friend. I appreciate you correcting me. But you corrected me very nicely. You weren't an ass about it, and you were super fucking polite. And that's how we get along with each other, right? Good morning, Elizabeth and Tori. So you know who we're missing lately? We're missing Stacy and Rachel, who are our moderators. So I better check in. Have you heard from them, Tori? I just have been sort of getting back into getting on the B Cup because I was traveling so much. So I'm, oh no, how are you, Tori? He's been in the hospital. That's horrible. So I hope that you're feeling better and that you're recovering and that everything is okay with you, my friend. Let's all send Tori beautiful love. So, yeah, Stacy hasn't been around. I'm going to check in today and see what's going on. So make sure everybody's okay. I have been dealing with the fires. I'm here in Los Angeles, and as you know, we have a shit ton of fucking goddamn fires ruining this whole place, you guys. Rachel had problems with her cell. Okay, I'll check it out, Nate. We have fires. I've already had 2 of my friends lose their homes. This is real, kids. This is real. The fires are exploding in Los Angeles. Good morning, Crash. So please send a lot of love Right here, you see that? I love you. You see that? Send a lot of love, kids, because it's bad here right now. So, yeah, we're in a state of emergency. I went out yesterday and it was so smoky that I had to go back in the house, and now I have sinus problems again. It's just thick smoke. People are losing their homes left and right. People are just shit. Their whole life is being destroyed. So, right now, today, you must understand you have to be grateful for what you have today. There's Stacy. Yay, Stace, we're missing you. I was just talking about you, Stace. Really, seriously, you have to today understand that so much bad things are happening to so many people. If those things aren't happening to you, you must try to give back to the people that things are happening to them, okay? You have your home. Stacy, yes, I'm totally okay, but my friends are not okay. And so I'm dealing with a lot of, it's just stressful here right now, but everything is fine for me. But what I want to talk about is people here are suffering. Hundreds of thousands of people are having to be evacuated from their homes. Please understand that you have a home today, you have food, you have coffee, you have everything. Be grateful for that. And if you have 2 seconds in your life to just send out some love, please do that. And also, if there's a way you can help, just stand by. Just stand by. You might have to put somebody in your home, or you might have to bring some food somewhere. These are all things that you, as a human being, must do. We give and we take. We don't just take and we don't just give, okay? It's a nightmare here. Stace, it's a nightmare. It's hellish, okay? It's hellish. Bad, bad, bad. All the freeways are shut down. Can you imagine in Los Angeles, one of the major freeways are shut down? So, enough of that. It's depressing and gross and horrible and all of that. I just would love for everybody to send out a lot of good energy today, okay? Leonard, oh, ¿cómo está, señor? Señora or señora, no sé. No, ¿cómo se dice pronoun en español? No sé. Good morning, Eric and Nikki. Nikki says, my parents had to drive an extra 100 miles to get away from the fires. They are truck drivers. So I'm sending you a lot of love. UCLA is shut down. Simone, oh, how are you doing, Simeon? It's nice to see you. Yes, everything is shut down here, kids. It is not nice. And if you've ever been around a fire, it's going to make me cry. Because fires are horrifying. Not that hurricanes out but fires take it up a notch. They take it up a notch. If you've ever been in a fire or around a fire, it is fucking scary. Because the shit goes like that. And we got winds. We have these 60-mile-an-hour winds that are pushing the flames. And, literally, like, houses are burning up. 2 of my friends, 2, you guys, my sister's best friend and a friend of my daughter's. Both of their houses are burned down to the ground. Just like that. They have no more things. Depressing. Fucking depressing. Drink your coffee, because now we're going to move and shift our energy right now. Eileen, what's happening is we're in Los Angeles and Southern California. There are major fires. Hundreds of thousands of acres are on fire. It is bad. Bad. People are losing their homes. They're being evacuated. It is very, very bad. So here's what I want to start to talk about, kids. Let's talk about sex. Do you have sex in your life? Is sex a regular part of your life? Do you feel that sex is important in your life? Do you feel that you want to have more sex in your life? And if you're not having more sex in your life, why are you not having? Why not? What is it that's holding you back? This is a very important subject and something that I really want to start talking about more and more, because we're not. As transgender community, even LGBT, I would say more the gay, we don't talk about sex. We don't talk about our bodies. We do this thing like, don't ask me about my genitals. What is that? Why not? Why aren't you asking me about my genitals? Why aren't you asking me about my body? Why aren't you saying, oh, I think that your body is beautiful? Oh, once we shut that conversation down, and shutting the conversation down is this: don't ask me about my genitals or my body. Why? Why are we saying that to the world? The world asks other people about their bodies. The world celebrates other bodies. The world celebrates big breasts on women, big butts, right? They celebrate big penises on men. Why are we not celebrating trans bodies on that same sexualized level? Because I believe that sexualizing isn't always a bad thing. Even fetishizing, to me, isn't a bad thing. When we start shutting those conversations down, don't say that about me, you're fetishizing. When Buck makes porn, he's fetishizing trans men. Fetishizing is bad. No, it's not. Who said fetishizing is bad? You are then shaming people for their fetishes. If I'm your fetish, go for it. That's fucking hot to me. So these people who are speaking for our community, and it's why I always do disclaimers now. I don't speak for the community. I don't speak for anybody but me. I speak about my own sex life, what I enjoy, what has made me feel like a strong human being, why I believe sex is so important. This is me and my opinion. It's not something that I'm saying the community. But there's people in our community who are saying, don't sexualize us, don't fetishize us, Buck's porn fetishizes. Fuck you. Speak for yourself. I like being fetishized, but for me, it makes me feel loved and wanted, and it actually opens the door for people to experiment with their sexuality. What's wrong with that? I'm going to say something that might sound egotistical, and no way do I want it, but I'm going to use my work as an example. 17 years ago when I started my work, people were like, gross, a man with a vagina. This is disgusting. I don't want anything to do with that. Now let's fast forward today. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. People want to have sex with us. They look at trans male bodies. They see vaginas. It's celebrated. Why? Because we put it in their faces, right? So let me get back here. Elizabeth says, I'm a submissive, but haven't been in lifestyle in a long time. Yeah, I don't play in that world much anymore either. But what about your sex? Crash says, I feel it's important, and I don't know, it's more sex that I want. For me, I would like to be more explorative, and for my partner to be open. I'm 28 and do want to be vanilla about sex all the time. Explore. You have to talk. One of the things that people don't understand about sex is communication, right? Stay says, do not knock others for their likes, desires, and fetishes. It's ridiculous. Why are you worried about what I'm doing, right? Phil says you are the man. Chris says, I remember Bruno. I don't speak Italian, but oh gosh, I don't know how to say good morning and ciao. So listen, kids. Whatever you do for you, we have to come back to this place that you are you. You're not a trans person before you're a human. Stacy, no sex? But you're so beautiful and lovely and awesome and happy and everything. Why are you not having sex? Rachel says, I can't thank you enough for being unapologetically you. I have to be. I have to be unapologetically me. Because if I'm not unapologetically me, everyone comes crashing down on me. So it's why I always say this is about me. This is about my voice. This is about my understanding. This is about my journey. This is about me telling you what I do. So maybe you can take a piece of my life and apply it to your life and somehow take it to the next level. So that's why I continually have to be unapologetic, right? Because if not, the trolls are going to be like completely wandering around trying to knock my feet out from underneath me. Good morning, Leia says, I have a friend who had to explain to his dad about you because he got caught watching one of your videos. Wow, that's interesting. Stace, we'll talk privately, so maybe I can help you out with something if you need that, okay? Because you know that I love you and I'm here for you. So we need to talk about why you're not having sex, because that concerns me, and it's important, especially if you want it. So there's a difference. Good morning, Deanna. Nice to see you. There's a difference between wanting to have sex and not having it, and not having sex because other situations, okay? So there's many levels of sex and why people aren't having sex and why not. But good morning, Octavia. Nice to see you. We're talking about sex this morning. And if you're not having sex, why you're not having sex? And if you want to have sex, what is holding you back from getting the sex? Nate says, as a disabled non-binary person, the improvement in my sex life over the past 12 months has definitely helped me change my views about my body. I love you, Nate. Thank you for sharing that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Carla says, I think you are someone that any people can look up for being a brave human and being so open about your personal struggles through everything. Thank you for opening people's eyes about being Transgender. No, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that, but I don't do it for any other reason than I love you, okay? And that I'm so blessed on so many levels that I'm so able to be able to have a voice, that you listen and that you actually take something, I hope, every day from my B cup and you walk away and you feel more enlightened. That's why I do this, for no other reason than I enjoy doing this. I'm very blessed on so many levels to have been able to create myself in the image I wanted to create, not the image that you wanted me to create. And so I'm seeing, oh, good morning, Deborah. Pronombre is what your in Italian. What's your pronoun? Is pronombre. Hi, Deborah. I know Deborah from Merida. That's so awesome. So Octavia says, I can't stay. I would love to talk. Just come back tomorrow, and the next day we do it Monday through Friday. Have a beautiful, awesome day. So sex. Sex, 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 sex. Now, you know this man creates sex products, right? I create sex products for us. I don't know if we have been discussing the Buck Off, right? So we have the Buck Off, which I created this particular toy. This is a sex toy for transgender men. It's the first sex toy created for transgender men in the mainstream sex toy market. It's the world's first. Now, this toy has created a lot of joy for transgender men who haven't been able to connect to their bodies sexually, because a lot of transgender men still have a vagina like me. I'm lucky enough to have been able to connect to my vagina on many levels. I love my vagina. I live for my vagina. I actually masturbate a lot. It's something that makes me feel happy, relieved, like stress reliever, sleep aid, everything. I use it for everything. Masturbation is an important part of loving your body. I believe it. Unless you've taken the vow of celibacy, there is no reason why you should at least not be masturbating if you're not having sex with another human, okay? So, one of the things I created is the Buck Off, okay? And the Buck Off, as you see, the Buck Off was a huge hit in the world, okay? And it created a lot of joy for trans men who haven't been able to connect to their bodies. I need to have a sip of coffee. Didn't work for everybody. And the reason why it didn't work for everybody is because, as you see, look how big the hole is. You see how big the hole is? This is where your clitoris goes. If you're not familiar with transgender male anatomy, the vagina has a thing called a clitoris, and the clitoris grows very big when you start to use testosterone. So what this does is it fits over the clitoris, and it becomes a clitoral pump, or a masturbator, or a stroker, or just stroking your trans male cock, right? So that's what's happening. Go ahead and report me, trolls. Go ahead and report me. It's a toy. It's an anatomy lesson. It's not what you think it is. Go ahead and report me. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you. People are reporting me right now, for sure, because the trolls are waiting behind. It's so stupid and embarrassing for you trolls. Don't you have anything better to do? Go eat some breakfast and create a beautiful, positive day for yourself. Don't worry what we're doing here. Don't worry what we're doing. So, now what I'm going to show you is this. So, because the whole of this was too big for many trans men who don't take testosterone, I already had that in mind, and I already knew that. And so, I would say that a majority of people aren't able to use this. So, what did we create? The Kiss X. And the Kiss X... Stacy, yeah, Stacy's got my ass. Right on, Stace, I love you. So here's the Buck Off, and here's the new toy, kids. This is the Kiss X. So I want you to see the differences. So as you see, this is the Buck Off, the very first toy, and this is the Kiss X, the second toy. Look at the difference in the holes. You see the difference in the holes? But I'm also going to show you something that's really amazing. So, as you know, this fits onto the clitoris, and you pump it, and it looks like a penis, see? So this is going to do the same thing. This is going to do the same thing, but it's going to fit. See it? Look at the tighter fit. Look at the tighter fit. So this fits on the clitoris, and it pumps. You see that? It pumps. So as you see, we also designed this as, see how it goes in? See how this has a flat base, and this has a more that base? Because this base, if you don't know female or genital anatomy of a vagina, there's a thing called a labia, and the labia is like this. So this fits between the labia onto the clitoris. See, look, onto the clitoris, and then you pump. So you pump in your clitoris, and it sucks it in. So you see the hole? I want to show you something really awesome. I put lube in it. So check it out. It has those ridges. So if you don't also know, I created T-Lube. And T-Lube with Sliquid works really well with this particular product because I want to show you something really awesome. I put the lube inside. This is so great, you guys. You're going to fucking love it. This lube is so amazing. So I put the lube inside. See, look. I put the lube inside. And then it makes an even more awesome suction. So then look. This goes here. Listen. Can you hear it? Look at that. It's incredible. And it gives it a really nice... So, I also want to tell you, if you've been using this, you can also use this. Because this is what's so great about it. Look. Oh, damn it. I got lube all over my laptop. This opens up so wide. I actually have been using this because it's a thicker... Oh, it's incredible. You guys are going to be totally blown away. And again, guess what? Same price point. We're keeping it where Perfect Fit and I are keeping it to a price point where you will be able to afford to buy it. I'm not going to make $1 million off of you. I don't want to make $1 million off of you. I want you to have these toys. But wait 1 second. So I don't know if you know that I'm creating a whole line of toys. Oh, Stace, I'm going to send you something. So listen, did you also know that I created for this next run a packer? So check out this new packer. It's called the Fun Boy. So the Fun Boy, the Kiss X, all of these toys are coming out this month. So this is the new packer that we created. Look. And what happens with this is you'll also get a strap. Okay? So I want you to see how this is going to work. This strap right here, you see this strap? This comes with this, okay, which is the Fun Boy. So the great thing about the Fun Boy is it's a packer, it's a pack and play. It is also going to have a rod that you'll be able to stick in it when you're wearing it. So when you're out, you'll be able to use it to play with. The other great thing about this is cisgender men or anyone with a penis can use it as well because you can actually stick your penis in it. So it gives you more girth, it gives you more play. The other great thing about this is the testicles are open. The testicles are open so you can add a little vibration to it. So when you are using it, you're also getting a vibration. But I want you to see this. When you put it on the strap, it hangs really nicely, like how a penis hangs. It's called the Fun Boy, yes. And the great thing about the Fun Boy is we've created 2 different sizes. So we have the size queen, for you size queens out there, and then we have the more normal size that a lot of us like to use. But as you see, look how it hangs. Look how it hangs. It hangs naturally. It hangs nice. And I also want you to understand this. We didn't make them in flesh tone colors. We made them in this color and this color. Okay? So we did that specifically because I don't want to make flesh tone colors. I don't want us to be divided by color. I don't want us to be divided people. I want us to be all the same. So these are the 2 choices you get. They're not flesh tone. They're not people. They are just things. And I want everybody to be able to play with gender, to play with themselves, to play with all kinds of different fetishes. I want people to start celebrating their bodies without worrying whether or not you are normal. So if we make it in flesh tone, to me it's like creating what a normal. No, this is normal too. So we need to get out of this mindset that we need to be normal. We aren't normal. We'll never be normal. You don't want to be normal. I'm not normal. Why would you ever want to be normal? If you look at normal people are boring. They're bored with life. We're not bored. We get to create all kinds of great things. Every day you get to go out in that world and create who you are. Do you know what? Most people don't get to do that. Most people don't get to wake up in the day and say, who am I today? Who am I today? You do. As a person, a part of a community that is creating all kinds of genders, that's creating all kinds of personalities, that's creating all kinds of ways to live, we are in the forefront of changing the world. So don't wake up depressed. Don't wake up that you still have your boobs. Don't wake up that you're still not physically in your body. You can never be physically in your body until you're mentally in your body. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you do not connect your mental state of being with your physical state of being, you will never be able to be that whole person. So forget about your boobs, forget about your vagina, forget about your creation of your physical self for one moment. And wake up in the world with the picture of how you want to be. Wake up with that thought in your mind. How do I want to be today? My surgery might not be for another year or two, but how do I want to be today? Start to prepare yourself for the future of what you want to be, not what everybody else wants you to be, not what everybody else thinks you are. Do you understand the power of your brain? Do you understand the power of wearing this if it makes you feel better? You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. Create in your mind before you create in the physical. Good morning, Katie. Nice to see you. So, the Fun Boy, I think, is going to be somewhere around $80 US dollars, but it's going to come with this strap. I'll put this on here and you'll see it, okay? And the Kiss X, I think, is going to be about the same as the Buck Off, which is $29.95. Brittany says, as a gender fluid person, the new pack and play looks amazing. Thank you. And that's why I made it for you. I made it for all of us. I made it for someone who wants to be normal. I made it for someone who just wants to play. I made it for someone who is a cisgender person. I didn't make it for just, it's our toy. It's the Buck Angel collection. And it is made for transgender men. But anybody can use it. That's the point, right? Dottie says, thank you, Buck. I've been in a mood lately. I need to remember I'm responsible for how I feel. Dottie, you're going to be totally fine. Take responsibility for your feelings. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to feel. Remember that. You're allowed to feel however you want to feel. Nobody can tell you that. And it's okay if you're not feeling on. Take care of yourself. Give yourself some love. Karen says, you are so beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Alex says, sorry, Buck, but you just made me sad because I cannot ignore my books as I am forced to look at them every freaking day. At your books or your boobs? I understand that. I was there, my friend. Donald says, I love you. Okay, so thank you, friends. I love you too. I love you a lot. And it's why we're creating these toys. We're creating these toys to learn to love our bodies. Okay, there's too many of us who have been told not to love our bodies. Good morning, YouTube. I'm so sorry I have been ignoring you. I feel that being both transgender and physically disabled, my self-esteem is so low that I feel like no one will want to date me. Oh, Alexander, no. Listen to me. Kids, there's somebody for everybody. It's real. If you're feeling sad about not being able to connect with somebody, you just haven't found that person. Open yourself up. Seriously. If you're not meeting somebody, I'm going to tell you this. It's because you're not putting yourself out there. You're not opening up your mind. And I'm not saying go to a bar and find somebody, go date somebody, go on this. No, that's not what I'm saying. Listen to me. If you feel like you are having a hard time finding somebody, that nobody wants to date you, that you can't find someone to hold your hand, that you can't find someone, that's on you. It is you. You have blocked the energy for people to come to you. Because I'm telling you, what you're doing is you're victimizing yourself. You're telling yourself you're not worthy. Alexander, you're telling yourself that you are a person who is physically disabled. That means you're not open to have... No, you're doing that, Alexander. You're saying that. I'm watching you say that. You're putting that out in the air. Do you understand? Do you understand how powerful it is what you say? What you say comes back to you. The energy you put out every day comes back to you. I am not kidding you. It is a fucking real thing. Listen to me. Any of you that are not feeling connected to yourself, or you feel like nobody wants to be with you, or you feel like you just will never meet anybody, that's you. That's you. I am encouraging you to get up every day. When you get up out of your bed and you wake up, you must understand that you now have the power to move through the world how you want to move through the world. If you wake up in a bad mood, that's on you. You must snap out of that bad mood, understand why, do a little meditation, look at yourself in the mirror. Go look at yourself right now and see how beautiful you are. Every single one of you are beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful people. Know that. If you need to write it on your mirror where you look and comb your hair and brush your teeth and put your makeup on, write it in the mirror. Write this. Look. You see what that says right there? It says, I love you. Write beautiful words all over the house saying how beautiful you are, how amazing your body is, how lovely you are, how people want to date you, how people want to have sex with you. Do it. Put positivity in front of your face, not negativity. So if you put positivity around your face when you're putting your makeup on and it says around your face, I love myself, I am beautiful, I am worthy, everyone loves me, the universe loves me, the universe will find me a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a lover. Do it. It will fucking come to you. It is fucking magic. It's real. What you put out comes back to you. And I'm going to say it to you over and over. I'm going to drill it in your head. I'm going to drill it in your head, Alexander. You are not worthless. You are not nobody that's not going to have anybody because you're disabled, as you say. No. Use that to your advantage. You're sexy and hot and beautiful. So I'm really hoping that you're hearing me right now. Okay? Are you hearing me? Leon says people put too much emphasis on physical appearance. And it's why I get bashed a lot by the trolls, because I'm passing and I don't have to worry about anything. Oh, Buck, you look like a man. Nobody says anything to you. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know who I am? Do you know how I put myself out in the world as a man with a vagina? You don't think people come and threaten me and want to kill me? They do. I can show you lots of emails. So don't say, oh, Buck, you're passing, you don't know. Trust me, I know a lot about not passing, and I also know a lot about not passing as a man with a vagina. So don't fucking make assumptions about my life. I'm out there every day on the trenches fucking yelling about my fucking vagina. How is that passing? So stop pointing fingers at other people. I need a drink of my coffee. I'll come to South Africa, my friend. I just need to find a venue. If you send me some Pragasa, if you send me some information on my email, I can look into seeing how I can find an organization to bring me to South Africa. I've been talking to somebody already, but it's taking a little while. So listen, I drank all the foam. There's a little bit of foam. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking around here. Trampa is not going to tell you, and Trampa is not going to smooth it over for you. Trampa is not going to tell you, oh, don't worry, everything is going to be okay. Everything will be okay if you take responsibility for you. These goddamn Facebook groups where there's trans guys in there yelling at other trans guys that you're not good enough, if you don't have a... What is that? Get the fuck out. If you're in a fucking group... I'm sorry, I'm cussing, because I'm going to start getting... Yes, please go into my email, buckangel@buckangel.com. Listen, if you are experiencing bullying in the transgender community by other transgender people, run. Run, run, run. Far, far away to the B cup. Run away from that nonsense, because even though you think you are getting something out of it, I'll tell you what you're getting out of it. You're getting negativity. You're learning how to not love yourself. You're learning that no self-esteem. You're learning that you're worthless. You're learning that other trans people have the ability to tell you who you are. You're listening to a bunch of people who hate themselves. You're listening to a bunch of people who want nothing good for you. They want to control you. Listen to me. If there's any group, I don't care what group it is, if you are in any group where you are feeling lesser than, where they are talking down to you, where there is no love, where there is no acceptance, get the fuck out. That is only taking you down. I am sick and tired of hearing you youngsters come to me and tell me, Buck, I'm being bullied in a group. The only thing to do the minute you get bullied is to leave, because it will never stop. Jay says, come to the group. We are trans men bodybuilders, totally accepting wicked admins. Everyone's awesome. There you go. Now, if you're looking for a group, Jay just said where to go. I love you, Jay. Thank you for doing that. So Stefan says the alternative is loving yourself enough to be delightful, happy, and be completely whole while being alone. And you know how much time I spend by myself? A lot when I'm not on the road. And I do that to regenerate my own self. I give so much, which don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's a lot of work being on the road and giving. You have to put back in your bank. Because if you can't keep withdrawing, or your bank account is completely done. Remember that. Your bank account is your heart. Your bank account is your soul. Your bank account is you. And if you're not continually putting money into your bank account, eventually your bank account is broke and you have nothing to give. Hi, Aaron. Aaron says, I'm literally shaking, pouring sweat, extremely nauseated, and I truly want to cry. I hate chemo. Oh, and I hate feeling like death. I just want to be done feeling this way. It's so scary a lot of the time. Oh, you're going to make me cry, Aaron. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Aaron is battling chemo right now, and so we need to give him a lot of positive energy. I know, my friend. My friends have gone through it. It's a very difficult thing to be at. And that's why everyone who wakes up in the morning, you must be grateful for your life. Aaron has to go to chemo every day and be on that shit, and like it's destroying your body, but it's destroying the thing that's taking you away from us. So remember that. Whatever you're going through, and Aaron, are you trying CBD? Are you trying CBD for the nausea or THC? Are you using cannabis? I need to know if you're using cannabis because I highly recommend that you use cannabis. Gosh, it's crazy how many people I know who have cancer or not. You need to use cannabis. Get on cannabis, Aaron. Where are you? I don't know where you live. I don't know what your thing is, but we can talk and I can try to help figure out how to get you on cannabis. Cannabis for the win. Cannabis for the win, you guys. It's the future. I use it every day. It is part of my health routine. It is part of how I keep myself grounded. Michigan. I think it's legal in Michigan, but I can't remember. I think you can get a medical license there. Whatever you need from me to help you, I will help you, Aaron. I will help you get on cannabis. So you send me a private, you send me an email. I can't look at all my messages. I have way too many messages. So thank you, everybody. Look how beautiful the B cup is. Everyone is sending you a lot of healing love, my friend, because we really love you and we care about you, okay? So CBD is the future of medication. So Katie, thank you, Katie, says Michigan has CBD legal, but I think you have a card. So get a card, Aaron, and I can help you, okay? Get a card, but let's just speak offline here, and let's speak privately, okay? There you go. Katie's going to help you out, too. You see? I'm going to cry. Because this, my friends, is what I live for. How are we creating a beautiful place on the internet, on Facebook, in a place where people are so toxic and out of control? How did we create the B Cup? How did we create an environment where we speak respectfully to each other? How did we create an environment where we have conversation with each other like adults? How did we create an environment where we never talk shit, where we're always having different opinions and understanding what we want to get out of life and want to create positivity? How did we do that? How? How did we do that in a world where we're all fed up? All of me and you are fed up with the anger. We're fed up with the destroying each other. We're fed up with the call-out culture. We're fed up with the misgendering and everyone losing their minds. And how did we find each other? I know how. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to know what you think. Liana says with love, because Katie says because we came together. Love. I think respect, diversity. We are creating the world that is called real. And in the real world, there's a thing called diversity. And diversity is beautiful. And what I think happened within the transgender community is we lost touch with diversity. And somehow we now think that we all have to be the same. Somehow we all think that being transgender is a box. It's never been a box. It never will be a box. And you are creating a cult. You are not creating a community. And that's how we found each other. Because we walked out of the cult. We realized we're being told how to be. That was the way it was for our whole lives. My whole life I was told I was a girl. My whole life I was told I had to wear a dress. My whole life I was told that I'll never be anything but a girl. My whole life I was told that, you know what? Tough shit, my friend. It's the way it is. I didn't believe it. And I created my own space and my own life and my own place to be in this world without anybody else's help. So you goddamn think some transgender community is going to come out of nowhere and all of a sudden change the rules on us when we transitioned a million years ago without that? What is that? You tell me what that is. That's not self-love. That's not community. That's something else. Liam says, I know a venue that would love to have you speak in Louisville, Kentucky. Of course. There's somebody who just reached out to me into Kentucky to come and speak at a high school. You guys, I am available to speak. I am so booked up for next year. It's insane, but I have pockets. Please reach out to me, buckangel at buckangel.com. I would love to. Look, I'll be honest with you. I would love to come to Kentucky to speak, 100%. I have family there. Like my mom's side of the family is from West Virginia and Kentucky, and I've never been there. That aside, I want to explain something to you. I said, and I took a vow, that I would never, ever speak at a university in the United States again. Ever. I will not speak at any universities in America because there's no respect. I'm not going to speak somewhere where there's no respect for my voice. There is zero respect for the elders in this community right now. Youngsters, the little privileged kids at these universities who have no idea of the real world are attacking people like me. You think I'm going to go speak at a university where I don't feel wanted? No fucking way. I wouldn't even give you the privilege of hearing me. And yes, I said it. You will never have the privilege of hearing me at a university in America. After the way they spoke to me and after the way they treated me at the University of Madison, Wisconsin, fuck off. You'll be fucking lucky if you get to hear me speak at your school. It ain't going to happen. Please don't invite me to your university. I have no desire to come to a disgusting American university where a bunch of spoiled little brat fucking white kids who have so much privilege on their plate that they need to create. They're creating a problem because they don't have any problems. You understand what I'm saying? These little shits, the trolls out there, the fucking 12-year-olds in universities in our fucking campuses who are going to Gender 101 and learning about gender from school instead of real life experience are telling me, ain't gonna happen, kids. Fuck off. I can't wait until you all get out of your little university bubble and your little fucking, I'm gonna create some problems because I don't have any problems because I'm white and I go to a university and my mommy pays for my tuition and I don't have to worry about a job and I never worked a job in my life and the only thing I'm worried about is you misgendering me. Who are you? Who are you? Get your ass up, get out, stop taking. You are taking from our community. You're not giving back. So, I will speak in Canada, I will speak in Europe, I will speak in Asia, but I will not speak at any university in America until you kids get your shit together. And once you kids start to understand that there's diversity in our community and we all have different opinions, you ain't going to hear me speak at your university. So good luck. Good luck, my friends. Nate says, I wish they could understand who you really are. I've never understood the troll behavior of these kids. They're scared of me. You understand? It's not just me they're scared of. They're scared of hearing people's opinions because they want to control us. It's a controlling behavior. When somebody doesn't want to hear your opinion and when somebody thinks that they're better than you, that's a controlling behavior. I don't think I'm better than you. I think I'm the same as you. I just think my path is different than your path because it is. We are the same, but we are different. Why are we not celebrating diversity in our community? Yeah, I'll come there, Jay. I told you I'll go to Canada where they respect me. I'll go to Europe where they respect me. Okay? I'll go to Asia where they respect me. I'll go all over the world where they respect me. These American children are a joke. Vincent says, I'm intersex and comfortable with my body. I've accepted I'm experienced for some people to have. It's an opportunity to educate. I have a great sex life. B Cup is positive creation. I'm great. And we love you. Those are the people that are here. So, fear, Stefan, fear is a big part of it. Malachi, good morning, my friend. People are scared of what they don't understand, which is shameful. What's also shameful is that we're not teaching that in a university environment. We're not teaching diversity in a university. Now we're teaching a very blocked, and you know that they're taking the word, this is going to upset you kids, they are now taking the word transsexual out of gender studies in universities in America. They are taking out my identity as if it doesn't exist anymore. You tell me what's going on in the university. They are taking out the word transsexual as a non-valid identity and not talking about. They are only using transgender as an umbrella term. How unbelievable. They are rewriting history. They are rewriting our transsexual history. I'm serious. They are rewriting our gender history in order to sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? So that they can make these children at these universities feel safe. What? Since when do you learn how to be safe at a university? What is happening? They would never do that in Europe. Dominique, good morning. My kid Dominique is here. Everybody say hi to him. I'm his dad. So, he's a beautiful child. You're a beautiful child, Dominique. So political correctness, it's a control. But it's more than political correctness, Malachi. It's more than that. It's controlling. It's scary. Who rewrites history? Let's say you're a person of color. Who's a person of color in this room? Dominique, my kid is. But listen to me. If you're a person of color, and all of a sudden they're teaching, right, studies, black history, okay? And all of a sudden in that black history, they decide to take out what? Martin Luther King. Just because they decided that they don't really like his voice and they don't really think that he's important. What? What? I mean, really think about that. How would that completely rewrite black history? You can't take out a part of history in order to satiate some children out of school because they don't feel safe and they're triggered and they can't hear transsexual because it's a negative word. Are you fucking kidding me? So Dominique is Puerto Rican, Dominican, but you're a person of color. And your history is associated with Martin Luther King as a black person. If they took that part of teaching that out of school, what the fuck? In order to satiate or to make some kids not feel uncomfortable. That's not teaching. You cannot take transsexual out of transgender studies. You cannot take it out. And the fact that they are, without asking a person like myself, who is a transsexual, how they feel about that is shameful. It's controlling, it's scary, it's dangerous behavior. What are they teaching at universities in the United States? Who goes to a university? Kathy says, good morning, Buck. There are so many kids in the area that would learn so much from hearing you speak. My state, Indiana, has some of the highest numbers. I know. I hate hearing that, Kathy. Send me an email, buckangel@buckangel.com. We'll come out, we'll talk. I have a lot to talk about with STIs and STDs and safe sex and sex toys that I'm creating. I'm creating packers. I'm creating a way for you to connect with your body. I'm creating a way to understand that these kinds of things, the buck off, will help you create love in your body. I'm a believer of that. When we create toys for ourselves, and yes, they're penises, this is healthy. Why are we not talking about genitals? Why are we not talking about why do we need to create these things in order for people to get over their dysphoria? Many people have gender dysphoria. They have genital dysphoria. They have body dysphoria. Let's create things that alleviate these problems, not make the problems worse. Yes, Malachi, mind control. Not only mind control, but they are teaching you what they want you to know, not what is the truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? I gotta go too, Katie. Oh my God, it's 9:30. Okay, I'm going on a talk show this morning. Kiss X, my friend. Where's the Kiss X? Here's the Kiss X. I'm gonna show this to you real quick. The buck off, the Kiss X. The Kiss X has a smaller hole. It's for people who do not use testosterone and do not have an enlarged clitoris, like for the buck off. This is going to blow it out, kids. I'm so excited to bring more toys to you. I'm creating packers. So these pack and plays are available, I think, right now, my friends. I'll be putting that up. So we have them in only these colors because, like I said earlier, if you weren't around, I'm going to tell you, I believe that we are all the same. I don't want to create a color divide. If I make flesh tone colors, it creates a color divide. I don't want a color divide. I want us to be the same. So you're going to have the choice of that or that. And that's all you're going to get. And you're going to figure out how not to worry about the color of your penis, because that's not the important part. Dominique says, if you're not making anyone uncomfortable, you're not really teaching. Sometimes you need to step out. Thank you, Dominique. That's because you're my kid and you get it. It's out now, but I think it might be on perfectfit.com. I'm going to try to work on getting it on my website right away. The Kiss X isn't out yet, but I'll find out today when it's coming out. I got to go shave because I'm getting all itchy. Let me get rid of YouTube. Kids, I love you on YouTube. I know that I don't speak much to you that way, but I try to pay attention to you. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.